Welcome to another exciting episode of Doug's Electronic Repair Bench.
Evening YouTube. Back here with you once more on this Monday evening. Gonna do some wiring on this meter panel meter, whatever you want to call it. I got all the wires pretty much straightened out from the Variac. I needed some wire to go up for the battery to power the meters, and I thought red and black would be nice. So this is a power supply that went bad, and I thought I'd just gather up a few wires from it. That should work very fine. Doesn't take a lot, but I'll get the longest run I can here. So red and black ones. So let's do that real quick. Don't worry about cutting these too short because those Molex connectors are a dime a dozen. I've got them all over the place. So don't worry about that too much. There's one. Need another one about that size. And get that cut off. I don't even know if you're seeing this. I think you're over here, but if you are, I guess we'll put you over here a little bit. Wanted a close-up camera for this, but I haven't got it hooked up ready to go yet, so this was kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing. There's a couple of red wires. Now I need a couple of black ones the same way, and there's two on this thing here that are the same size, so we'll just take both of those. Easy to do, easy to get to. I do love these new cutters. I tell you what, they are the cat's meow. For sure. At $2, I can't believe it. I'll probably never quit talking about that because it's just so amazing to get something, a bargain for a change. Something that works good and seems to be a good quality, and so on and so forth. So there's our wires. Our donor power supply goes down here in the junk. It may prove worthy for something else. I think these will be plenty long enough that the what do you call it's right there, and relay will be right there, and the battery. I might need some shorter pieces, but I can, like I said, you've seen how much was left of that, so that should be plenty. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. What I need to do, if you can see this or not, try to go over this way a little bit. I need to drill some holes down through here for the wires to run through, because I'm going to set that project box right up on top of this and have the wires run straight through down to the what do you call it, panel box. So I'll get that done. I think I'm going to get my other camera set up here and start wiring this, and I'll bring you back when I have some more to report. Alright, there's the negative for the power supply on the meters. Should work out just fine. You notice I'm trying to use my cutters for wire strippers. Probably the wire strippers would work better, but Sometimes I just don't like getting them out of the package and all that stuff, and I probably should make a place for them on the pegboard instead of getting them out of the package every time, but I don't know. These usually work pretty good. I said usually, not always. Seems like the more you use them for that, easier it gets to strip the wire, so that's working out pretty good. Wish I had better eyes. I could see a little bit better then. Alright. There's all the power. A little bit close up on that. So those are wired in. Now next I have the basically this is the wire coming from the variac that will need to be trying to think of the word. It will need to go through the ammeter first, come out this side, go here. So I think what I was going to do, somebody suggested I should monitor the AC voltage on this side of the ammeter, because in order to get there's just a little bit of resistance in the ammeter, and at least that would take that into account. So that's probably a better idea than what I originally came up with. So what I'll probably do is that, and just use this as a jumper over from here to here. Cut this off. Actually, you know, that's not near as heavy as this wire, so I need another heavy wire, I think, to make that jumper with. That's not a problem. Got plenty of wire. Plenty wire. So this will go into, I think I have to reposition here because I can't get that close. Let's see. There we go. I think that's enough. That's quite a bit bigger than the other wires I'm using. So I don't know how easy that's going to go in there. I guess we'll find out, won't we? Alright, that's the wire coming in from the variac. And I'll need one now to go from here to here. And then one from here to here to measure the voltage. Probably can use this one for that, if I can trim it good enough to make contact where that may not be long enough though. So I'm going to cut the video right here for a second or two, and I'll come back with you in just a minute or two. Alright, I have this. This will be the wire for the voltmeter. Goes over here. I still haven't come up with one to go from here to here. I may want to take that out and trim that up a little bit. It's got some burrs on it to where it stick out. I don't want that to stick out to where it's going to make contact with the one over here. Let's see, these wires go here. They can be put on. The other wires for the dim bulb. See, I've got to keep in mind that this will be turned over like that, so this is going to be the top one. So these doesn't matter because these are bridged. They're the same either way they hook up. So these are separate. So let's see. Alright, there. Now, get that. Am I in the frame yet? Still in there. Get this in there, shoved under there as much as possible. Pressing on that meter, that's probably not a good idea. Alright. Now that has the, for the voltmeter on it. See, I just don't like the way that sticks out like that. I'm going to redo that. Get this thing out here. It just seems to work a little bit better. Yeah, that's much better. It sticks out a little bit, that's not a big deal. They're all in there good and tight. Now this is the dim bulb connection. It will go on the other side. Here. One little strand sticking out there. Get that under there if we can. Alright, pretty good. Put that on there a little bit better. There we go. Now, our last one to hook up here is the ground. That should be an easy one to get. Famous last words, I know. I am familiar with Murphy's Law. Hoping you're getting some of this. Alright. That, my friend, is pretty much all hooked up. I have one wire left to hook up, and that's from here to here to make on this, I'm saying. I have one more wire on this, and then I have these two to hook up here. This one goes to here, and this one goes to here. I'm going to double check all this before I try to use the meter, so don't be afraid. I'm getting way out of the frame here, aren't I? Let's see, get this back over here a little bit. I think I want to leave this out until I get that last wire. I've got to find a piece of wire. I looked and looked. Can't find anything heavy enough that I want to use for that. It needs to be at least this heavy. And I'm about running out of that kind of wire. This was just a little bit longer. I could use it and cut it and redo that, but it's not quite long enough. So I want to shut the film down again, or the recording down here, for a few minutes here. I'll be right back. Alright, back in again. I did find a piece of wire here to run over to the. It's not probably quite as heavy as that, but it's close enough to where it'll be alright. Now, like I said, the only thing I gotta do is wire the 2 wires up here. I'm gonna go ahead and attach this so this will be stable. I don't know if you can see that or not. Basically, just put the screw in here. Pretty simple stuff. Probably the easiest way to be doing this is this. You know? Alright. That's in there now. Now, like I said, the only thing I gotta do is wire these 2 wires in. And it doesn't really matter which one goes where. They both gotta go there, so I still want to take that one out and redo it. Oh, might help to be actually turning the screw, that would be helpful. And we'll stick this one in here. Might have to open that there. Alright, that is all wired up now. The only thing left to do is take and trim that down just a hair. It all looks pretty darn good, I think. I'm going to trace this back to reassure myself that I can tell this is coming from the Variac. It has the power cord, gray power cord on it, so I know that's where it comes from. So here's one wire coming out of the black wire, coming out of the cord, goes through here, goes to the ammeter. Okay, that's the input of the ammeter. On the other side is the other input, so it goes through the ammeter, out the side here to the, again this is bridged, so these are all the same, to the hot side of the plug. It's considered the hot side. It's really coming out of a transformer. Really, there's no hot side or low side. So, but anyway, that's where it goes. The hot side of the plug. Okay. The other two wires are power wires. They go to the battery and relay and things. Now on the voltmeter, this one, these two are the input. It doesn't matter which way they are. One goes to the, again, bridged hot side, quote hot side, I should say. And the other one goes to the top outlet, which is, if you look here, this comes directly from the power cord coming out of the Variac, right into that. Okay. Now, that's where it should go. I know that for sure. This other wire here is one of the dim bulb wires. It goes through that way, back to the dim bulb, through the dim bulb, comes back this way, and goes to the other outlet, which is the bottom outlet. And that's what basically how that works is it goes through the bulb to give it some protection. So that's hooked up correctly. And again, the green wire is the ground wire from the case of the Variac. Not too much to tell about that. So this is all hooked up correctly. So other than, like I say, I had to, let's see if I can get a little closer up on this. I can't even see what I'm seeing. I can't tell. Yeah, there it is. Right there. Okay, there's top of this is where the holes will go down through there. These red and black wires will all go up through there, as well as this wire. This is the relay wire coming from the Variac. When the Variac switches on, this energizes, and it will energize the relay, and that will set this stuff in motion to where the battery power can be sent to the meters and power those. So I think I'm all in pretty good shape here on that. I still have to trim this one. I keep talking about doing that, and I see you guys are saying, you guys never did trim that thing. So we're going to do that now. Let's take this out. Take a good look at it. It just needs a little trim up here. For one thing, it's too big and it hangs out. I need to trim. I think I need a little bit of a help on this one. Oh yeah, we can see. You're not seeing much of that. Okay, there we go. I think you can see it now. Here's this wire sticking out here. This is one I want to trim off. Yeah, I think that's pretty good shape. Now I'm going to trim this down a hair because it doesn't need to be that big. And it fell right down into the meter. I think, yep. Alright, now that should be just about right, I think, to fit in there, I hope. Let me trim it up a hair more. see if I split that. I think I just cut that one wire off, so I did. Alright. Yeah, that's good. Alright, get this out of the way. Get this back under here where it goes. Open this little bugger back up again. Now this time there's nothing there to short out against the other wire. Yeah, much better. Looks much more professional, in my opinion, anyways. So, okay, let's see. Let's get these red and black wires out of the way a little bit. So they're not going to be able to go the way they do that with that shape. Well, I don't know. That shouldn't hinder that too much. I think we can do this. Yeah, that should be good. And that one's out far enough too. So. See, there's plenty of wire there to go up to the, if I can get hold of it, would be helpful. There's plenty of wire there to go up to the relay, so that shouldn't be a problem. Get that, the relay, I don't know if I told you guys or not, but the relay is supposed to be here tomorrow. It is in Seymour at the post office. It didn't get till this afternoon, but it is here. So it should be delivered tomorrow. And I'll have that much. I don't have the project box. The project box has just been shipped, so that'll take a while to get here. The battery clips, again, for the 9-volt batteries, has also just been shipped. I'm not really sure why they take so long to do that, but they did, so anyway. I may go ahead and test the meter with using clip leads or something like that, just to make sure everything's working right. Probably will. And I'll just have a couple batteries here and clip lead them into that and do a power on test, a low voltage at first, and make sure it's working right. So that's the plan there. I need to get the hole drilled for that wire to go through, because this needs to go up through there and get it out of my way. I'd like to have something to hold that back there out of the way, because it's AC, and I just feel better with it. Wire out of the way, back in the back somewhere. So they try to take a couple of those wire ties and put a hole in it where I can secure it to the back and hold it in there. So that's just the plan. So let's see, I guess that's about it. Like I say, it's all wired up, ready to go. I'm getting excited, but not too excited, I guess. Like I say, I feel this is the best plan, I think, all along. Trying to use the AC powered wall warts just, wasn't panning out so much, and I just decided the best way to do it is this way. So I guess that's it, guys. You all have a pleasant evening, and thanks for watching.